Chapter 9. North Hollywood. TX waited until a garbage truck lumbered past, then turned into the takeout driveway of an all-night fast food restaurant. 20 minutes ago she had telephoned the home number of Maria Barrera in Reseda, which she had downloaded from the LA County Welfare Database. Her Spanish was perfect, but Mrs. Barrera said her son wasn't home. He was at work. "He's a good boy. He's been no trouble. Please." "Where is he working, Mrs. Barrera?" TX asked politely. "Jim's Burgers, in North Hollywood. Please, he's a good boy." There were no cars in line as TX pulled up to the menu board and speaker, and only a couple of Hispanic kids with their lowriders in the parking lot. "Welcome to Jim's Burgers. Can I take your order?" The voice was of a young Hispanic male. "Jose Barrera?" TX asked. Yeah." TX pulled forward to the order window as Barrera leaned out to see what was going on. He looked to be in his late teens or early 20s. He wore a blue hat and blue shirt with the restaurant's logo. TX looked up at the boy and smiled. His name tag read Barrera. Her heads-up display showed a match. She had the Sig Sauer on her lap. She lifted it and fired 2 shots into the young man's face, then laid the gun on the passenger seat, drove past the pickup window, around the restaurant, and back out onto the street, where she accelerated smoothly into the night. Her heads-up display showed a grid. Anderson, William, terminated. Anderson, Elizabeth, terminated. Barrera, Jose, terminated. Brewster, Catherine, open. Connor, John, open. The Catherine Brewster line was highlighted, and a file came up with photographs as well as her home and work addresses and phone numbers. She entered Catherine Brewster's home number into the cell phone. After 5 rings, it was finally answered by a man. "Yes." "Catherine Brewster?" "Who's calling? Do you know what time it is?" "Catherine Brewster, please. This is a veterinary emergency." "She's not here. She's at the clinic. It's the same thing I told the guy who called 5 minutes ago." TX hung up. Santa Clara. Strictly speaking, Terminator was incapable of experiencing human feelings or of having premonitions. But he could and did constantly evaluate data. Old data from his memory banks and new data that his sensors continuously gathered. From such evaluations he could make predictive forecasts to which he could assign probability values. He was programmed to know that Skynet was sending or had already sent back a Terminator. He was also programmed with the knowledge that it was a TX assigned to eliminate targets of opportunity, among them John Connor and Catherine Brewster. Finally, he was programmed by Connor himself to understand that in this era, Connor was what he might call a loose cannon. No permanent address and only scant personal records in a few databases. The TX would understand this and would probably view Catherine Brewster as a preliminary target. Terminator's heads-up display assigned an 88.9773345% probability to such a scenario. After he had spoken with the man who answered Catherine Brewster's home telephone, Terminator increased the scenario probability to 94.5365555%. From his database, he brought up Catherine's place of employment, Emory Animal Hospital, pinpointed the address on a map of the Los Angeles area, and headed there. Traffic was light at this hour of the morning, mostly semis. With his onboard electronic emissions detectors, which included radar, he pushed the truck to speeds in excess of 100 miles per hour.